This is why I don't like the IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes rating system. It's not because there's a movie I like and it has a really low rating, or there's a movie I think is bad and has a really high rating. The reason I hate these rating systems is people changing their opinion over a number, or criticizing others for liking a film that has a low rating. There's so many arguments about movies on the internet that people usually just revert people to IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes and just say, look at the score, it has such a low score, you're an idiot. It's like me, instead of just saying why I liked or disliked the film, I just showed you the Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb score and said, well, there you go. I'll explain more later, but first, I think we should look at how IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes work. I'm just not doing Metacritic just because I think Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb are the bigger ones, just so you know. IMDb. IMDb is a user-based rating system, meaning if you have an email address, you can rate the movie. This means if you have 10 email addresses, you can rate the movie 10 times if you do that. Fans. Big fans rate movies 10 stars all the time. Obviously, because they like the film. This means anyone can just give out a rating without like explaining why or why not they like the film. I don't know, that's probably a stupid reason, but trolls. People just go on IMDb to rate movies 1 star. Weeks before Black Panther came out, it kept ranging from like 6 to 6.9 because people kept rating it 1 star before even watching the movie. Now it has a 7.5. Maybe you trust IMDb more just because there's more people that are rating it, so it kind of like evens itself out, maybe. I don't know. Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes has 2 rating systems. The audience score. It works just like IMDb except as percentage. Tomato meter. This is for approved critics only. There's usually a couple hundred critics that rate the movies, either a Rotten Tomato or a Fresh Tomato. The reason I say a couple hundred is because it's usually below 1,000. They are educated in film theory, they know how movies are made, and they know what a good narrative is. Nope, at the end of the day, it's just an opinion. Oh man, that soundtrack was great. Oh, I didn't think it was that good. The pacing of the movie was amazing. No, I don't think so. I think it was a little bit slow. Yes, criticism is very good, don't get me wrong. Both Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb have such different ratings for movies. I don't know how to judge the movie. Star Wars: The Last Jedi has a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 7.3 on IMDb, and a 46% on audience score. A Game of Shadows has a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 7.5 on IMDb, and a 77% on the audience score. When I'm saying Rotten Tomatoes, I'm just saying the tomato meter. The Hobbit has a 65% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 7.9 on IMDb, and an 83% on audience score. Who do I trust? There's so many numbers. So that's pretty much how both rating systems work. Either one's really high, one's really low. They're both the same. One's higher, one doesn't make sense. I have no problem rating movies or criticizing them, but having IMDb ratings and Rotten Tomato scores stare you in the face just gets so annoying. Amazon Prime shows the IMDb score. Apple TV shows the Rotten Tomato score. I'll use myself as an example really quick. My friend suggested I watch a movie called Band of Robbers. The first thing I did was looked it up on IMDb, and it only had a 6. You know what I did? I didn't watch the film. Until one day my family and I watched the movie with him. And guess what? I freaking love the film. Flaws and all. Am I saying if a film has 10% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 4 on IMDb, you should watch it? Pretty much what I'm saying is, if someone suggests a film and says, hey, it's pretty good, maybe give the movie a watch if you respect their opinions. Meaning, if you have that one friend that has bad taste in film, maybe don't listen to him if he said the film is good. I'm gonna end with this one last thing. If you like a film, then realize there's a low score on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. Don't change your opinion. Like, don't pretend you hate the film, but actually love it just so you don't look stupid in front of your friends or something. It's a movie. So next time you see a Rotten Tomato or IMDb rating, don't let it change how you view the movie yourself. Just be honest about your opinion, even if others think it's a bad opinion. If I contradict myself in this, just let me know. I'm sorry if I'm more rambling. Anyway, thank you.